Everyone, my name is Ibirade and I'm here regarding GS 301. I'm here with Mrs. Amali Jimo, our trainer for food flour production. So now I'll be asking our trainer our first question, which is, Ma, can you briefly introduce the skill you teach and its real world application?
I am Mrs. Amali Jimo and I'm the trainer for food flour production. The training mainly involves training students on how to produce flour from different grains and tubers. We have different kinds of grains. We have wheat, we have millet, corn, legumes, that is beans, and we also have tubers like yam, cocoyam, potato, in which flours can be produced from. These grains and tubers are high in nutrients. This makes them play a vital role in food security. Food security to a layman is a state in which all people have both physical and economic access to safe, nutritious food that play a vital role for healthy life and body metabolism.
Thank you so much, Ma, for the answers you gave us. And to our next questions, Ma, I'll be asking you, why do you believe this skills is important for undergraduate students to learn?
Skill is important for undergraduate students for several reasons. Number one, the food security awareness of these flours. We make the students realize that there are other flours that they can rely on apart from wheat flour, which is the most common flour that we have around. To make them realize that even the popular bread we eat can be made with these flours. They can be used as composite flour. That is mixing them with wheat flour in order to make bread, which is one of the most common products that we eat in Nigeria and worldwide. Secondly, developing this skill gives students the opportunity to create a financial stability for themselves, job creation. Because of the situation of unemployment in Nigeria these days, when the students graduate and there are no jobs, they cannot get on-hands job or they cannot get job on time, they can use this skill, they can produce this flour and use it to make money. Take for instance, beans flour is a very lucrative business as a convenience food for both workers and family use. Beans flour is very lucrative. I've had a lot of students that graduated and at the moment they produce this flour, especially the beans flour, and they are making a lot of money from it. So also with this training they are able to know the nutritional value of these flours, and so they have been taught how they can combine these flours with other ingredients to have a balanced nutrition. So these are some of the reasons why it is important for the students to do this training.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Jimo Amani. So our next questions, what are the basic requirements of or prerequisites needed to start learning these skills?
Understand the raw materials that you are going to use and the milling process, and how the quality of the raw material. You should be able to know the kind of raw material that will give you good final products, and how this raw material, how the final product and the milling process is affected by factors such as climate, moisture, and the quality of the raw material.
Okay, the next question, Ma. What are the fundamental, like the ABC steps in mastering these skills? Like the beginnings of these skills?
We need your raw material, and to ensure that these raw materials are okay, you should inspect them, or you should sort them based on their neatness. That involves sorting and grading of the raw material to get the best raw material to use. Then cleaning of the raw material. Grains basically require a lot of cleaning because they come with a lot of impurities and all that. And we have industrial cleaning, and we have the type we do manually at home. So, like in the industry, cleaning can involve winnowing to remove lighter materials. That cleaning can involve magnetization, such as removing metals or foreign materials that are not supposed to be in that raw material, so it doesn't affect the final product. Destoning also are machines that are used in removing stones from the machine. Then we have tempering or conditioning, because most flour have different layers. We have the outer layer, which is usually aileron. Take for example, maize, and we have the starchy endosperm. Most times the starchy endosperm is where the flour is. So the conditioning or tempering will soften the flour. It will harden the outer layer of the flour and soften the endosperm, so that there can be total removal or sufficient removal of the endosperm from the aileron layer. Then the next step is milling of the flour to get that is size reduction of the flour, which also means grinding of the flour. Then sifting of the flour to remove chaff that may, and other materials that you have grinded with it that will affect the quality and the color of the flour. Then we come to packaging and storage.
Okay, so our next question, Ma. The question is, how can students build their portfolio or proof of competence with this skill, Ma?
Requires a lot of requires time investment, intensive practical, blended with formal education. And so the students can build their portfolio, and if they adhere to the rules of producing a particular product, in order for them to get best final product.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the question is, what are the potential income ranges for students at the beginning, intermediate, and advanced level?
Most beginners begin with small meals. Some produce locally or at home, and so the income range of this will not be that so much because they are just starting. So the profit range may come like in hundreds to few thousands. So at the intermediate stage, a miller graduates to a little bit above the level of home production and small mills, maybe a bigger mill or a factory. So the income range depends on the growth of the mill. So at that stage, the income range will be higher than that was obtained at the beginner stage. At the advanced stage, this is a point where milling is done at company levels, large, big manufacturing companies, and so the income range will be so high because these are large companies that are likely to cover several states in a country or in a town. So the income range will be very high, to be going from millions of naira upwards.
So our next question says, what mistakes do students often make when trying to monetize this?
Some of the mistakes the students make while trying to monetize this skill is that some of them begin the skill with a very ambiguous picture of the amount of money that they want to make, not considering the fact that they are just beginning. They forget that consumers need to be properly aware about this product before they fix their prices. So some of them come in with prices that are so ambiguous because they are eager to make money, whereas some too come with prices that are lower, far much lower than the production costs. They now begin to operate at a loss and they lose interest in the business.
All right, thank you very much, Ma, for the question so far. The next question on our list here is quite interesting. And are there opportunities for students to start a business with this skill? You know, when they're done with the old learning process, is there a way they can start up a business out there?
There are several opportunities for them to start the business after the training. Opportunities like in banks where these people, where most of them are so engaged and they don't have time to go through the rigors of producing this flour. It's a good opportunity for students to produce this flour and take them to such kind of corporate offices where they do not have time to produce this flour, especially the convenience ones like the beans flour. And also for some students that need extra money in school and when they are on holiday, when they learn this flour, it's an opportunity for them also to produce flour and sell to make some money for themselves, take care of their needs. For school exhibitions too. Yes. Where sometimes when people meet for conferences, there are some areas that they don't have, that they come from different parts of the country. They do not have access to some of these kinds of flours because they do not really have some of this kind of grains in some parts of the country. So during conferences, students can make them for exhibition and for sale to make money from it.
Yes.
So,
all right, thank you so much. That was really amazing and quite enlightening. And last on the list here, the question is this skill future-proof, and how is it evolving in today's economy?
For this training, and can stand the test of time. Just like I said, the raw materials used are high in nutrients that we need, that we consume daily to meet our body requirements, and that makes it plays a vital role in food security. And food security awareness is on the increase almost on a daily basis, and this kind of products have the prospects. There is prospects of improving, future improvements on them in terms of nutrient value, their nutrient value. Also, it has the prospect of exportation in future to countries, nearby countries, and neighboring states that do not have such kind of grains to produce such flours. So I would say that there's a lot of prospects for this trend.